Hey, hello everybody, this is Lauris from Stakepool 24/7 with another video. So I understand that it has been already some while since my last video, and there have been some new versions coming out. So I was trying to update all the time the manual so you can install, and also a lot of you see the difference, because previously we had a manual where you could install 3 nodes on one server, and now basically I moved away from that because this is not good, not a good idea to have 3 nodes on one server because of security issues, and therefore I went towards installing the manual, making the manual that you can install one node on one server with all the start script and a configuration. So, and today actually I will go over a little bit. I will start with how to install Ubuntu on Google Cloud Platform. So basically the first step to create an environment or a server for your use, where you will be installing the Cardano node. So actually I'm using as you know, Google Cloud Platform. I like it. It suits my needs and it's easy to use. And also for you as a benefit, I think you can get $300 like a credit, and for your 3 servers, so one node and one core and 2 relay nodes, I think it will last for you approximately 2-3 months. So enough time for you to test and decide if you want to go and build a Cardano node, a core node, a block producing node, and be a Stakepool operator. So this is the first step. I think I will divide these videos in smaller chunks because actually, you know, if you start from scratch, it's a long way till you register a pool. You can do it in a few hours, no problem. But anyway, I will just try to split these videos in smaller ones, and this one will be for installing or creating a new VPS, so virtual private server. And this is a fresh account, a fresh Google account. Basically I registered a new account. And so first thing first, let's create a project, and then I will show you simple steps how you can start your own server in actually 5 minutes. So let's just create a new project. Okay, so this will be my first project, so let's call it. Okay, no organization, let's just create one. So you should have, okay, still creating, and then we will just go, and actually there are a lot of things which you don't need at this stage. So Google Platform also provides a lot of things, but currently we'll be focusing on compute engine and VM instances, so virtual machine instances. So when you first, okay, no problem. Okay, I think it's still creating the project. Okay, let's choose this one, open, and okay, good. As you see, sign up for trial to start using compute engine. Just click on start. As you see, I will get 300, and you as well will get 300 credit, and you just choose your country. I'm based in Europe, Latvia, and just click on continue. And so you will not be charged. Okay, let me try to just fill in the information, and then let me see if okay, what you need. Okay, I need a credit card, so I'll have to put my credit card in. Okay, so I'm in. I filled my credit card details, and as you see, welcome window with $300 in credit, which you have to spend in your next 12 months. I suppose you will do it faster. So that's it. We have registered our Google cloud platform account, and let's just start by creating the first instance for your Cardano project. Okay, enable billing, and then let's just start by creating an instance. Okay, let's just wait because it will take some 1 minute, 2 minutes to enable it. But yeah, basically what we'll be using Google Cloud Platform for our instance. We'll be setting firewalls, not in the first video, but later on. Then we'll be setting permanent IP addresses and firewall. So these are the functions which we'll be using. In the future, of course, you can use also load balancers for your relays, and yeah, extra security features which Google Cloud Platform provides. So what else? I think that's all. So let's just wait for the cloud platform to generate my account, and let's then start using the virtual machines. Okay, so let's just click on create, and here we go. So actually also already, if you have seen in our guide, so I have this page where you can see actually step by step how to do that. So we are actually here on this stage where we are creating, and then we have to choose our first server which will be creating. So okay, so first I'll be creating a relay node. Actually let's go with core. It doesn't matter, I will just already name it core node. You can name it as your pool name, whatever. And then let's go and choose the type of machine we would love to have. So Google Cloud Platform, what I like, it's quite flexible. So you can set up your own. You can take already some predefined, but I'm usually going with N1 because those are a little bit more powerful. They have more powerful processor. So, and let's go with custom. You can go with custom, it depends what you want, but of course I would go with at least 2 CPUs and 4 gigabytes of RAM. So this will be the minimum, but I would recommend to go with 4 CPUs and 8 gigabytes per server. So it means the cost for one server per month will be around $86. Actually a little bit more because you have also your SSD disk attached, so which also costs a little bit more. Okay, so let's go with 4 processors, 8 gigabytes. So if you just are starting and then want to play around, then yeah, go with 2 CPUs and 4 gigabytes. Another thing, what I like about, of course, virtual private servers and especially Google Cloud Platform, Amazon, that you can change the server settings later on. So if you see that 2 processors, it's too slow, you need more power, and then you can stop your server and just increase more cores, more memory, and just then launch again, and voila, you have more powerful server, which you can do at home. If you have a server, it's quite hard to, of course, to upgrade or downgrade. I usually don't do that, but anyway, so this is quite flexible. And yeah, so let's go with 4 CPUs and 8 gigs. In manual, I think I went with the smallest version. Let me see, 2 CPUs and 8 gigs. Yeah, so it's also good start, but 4 CPUs is good because 2 CPUs are usually used by Cardano node, and especially when you start, then those goes 100%. So it's good to have extra power for other things also. You still have to run server as well. Okay, so $86, good. The zones, yeah, I would stay with either, if you are in US, then use this one because this is the cheapest one. if you see that you can, if you go to other, you know, regions, it will be a little bit expensive. So let me actually increase a little bit the font size, because I think, okay, this will be better. Okay, the name, cost, how much it costs per hour. So basically you are charged per hour. If you switch off the server, you don't have to pay, so it will be less. As soon as you switch off, you don't have to pay, you just pay for the storage, but the processors, the memories, you know, you don't have to pay. Okay, so let's go and choose the flavor of Linux we'll be using. I'm using I prefer to use Ubuntu, and let's go with latest version, which is 20.04 LTS. So this is the long technical support, I think, but basically, yeah, so this LTS basically means that yeah, it will be this version will have longer support, and therefore, you know, I would recommend to stick with that. So the space, again, you know, with Google Cloud Platform, you can resize the disks later on, so you can add space. It's you have to perform some small some few commands to extend that if you want to do it live, but also if you are doing switching off, you can switch off the server, just increase the space and then boot up, and it'll actually expand the disk. So I usually do it live. But okay, so let's go with 40 gigs. So it will be enough for some month. So let's do that. Okay, good. So actually that's it. You have chosen the how much CPU you will have, the memory, and then the flavor of Linux, and that's actually all you need. As you see, the price a little bit increased because we added a little bit more disk space. And actually now let's switch that also a little bit back to the cheapest region. So yeah, so if you are in USA, go with this one. If you are in Europe or want a server in Europe, the cheapest one is in Finland, which is a little bit more expensive than in US. Finland, and I think, was it Belgium? Yeah, Belgium also. Frankfurt is quite expensive. Netherlands, actually Netherlands, yeah, that was the Netherlands or Finland. So choose one. Price is the same. Okay, I will go with Europe because I'm based in Europe. So yeah, so next thing what you have to do is basically click on create, and that's it. You know, in basically 1 minute you have a server ready to go. And okay, let's hide. Okay, let's just wait. You will see in which zone it is, recommendations. So also, what I like, additional feature, what I like about Google Cloud Platform, it gives you recommendations. So if you build a server and run it, and you overuse, or basically you need more memory or whatever, then there will be a recommendation. Okay, you know, your server is overutilized, and our recommendation is to add more RAM or add more CPU, and you just click. Yeah, ideally stop your server and then click on the and confirm those recommendations, and it will just do the necessary things to, you know, to increase necessary resources for you to run the server smoothly. Or another thing, it can say, okay, you know, you have too powerful computer, the server, you can scale down. You know, you are not using the, you know, the either the CPUs or the RAM. You just can scale down and save some money in that. Okay, so the server, oh, I didn't run. Okay, Europe, perfect. So you have the server now, it's up and running, and you can access your server by basically clicking on SSH secure shell, and you should have access to your server so you don't need any additional software. Of course, I would prefer to have additional SSH client. I'm using the core shell. It's easy to use, and yeah, you save the sessions and connect easily between the sessions and so on. Okay, so this is your server up and running. So as you see, 4 CPUs and also memory 8 gigs almost. Okay, good. That's it for the first video, how to start your server. Next thing basically is for you to go and install the Cardano node, which we have here. You just go step by step and do that. So we will do this in next video. So that's it at the moment. Actually, no, one more thing. It's not mandatory, but it's good to have an IP address which doesn't change. So we have to reserve this IP address, because if you shut down your server, then also you are releasing the IP address, and yeah, so next time when you boot up, especially if you do it, you know, after 1 hour or, you know, in a few days, you will have different address. If you are connecting, of course, through this SSH, no problem at this stage. But in the future, of course, it's good to have IP address, because when you will be registering your pools, you have to show your relay either IP addresses or DNS. So that's why it's good to have these ones reserved, and this is actually you don't have to pay for them as long the server is running. And if you are shutting down, I think it was around $7 or euros per month, which you have to pay for reserving the IP address. So what you can do, you just go to external IP addresses. You can do it in search or in the menus, and just go and click on static. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Just give a name to that IP address. This will be for a core server, and just click on reserve. So now it's set for this server, and whenever you use it, you know that under this IP address there will be always this core server. Okay, so that's it. Let's then end this video, and let's move towards installing the Cardano node. So this will be initially installing just a node, so it will not produce blocks, but then we will go through and then create a stake pool. So I will think about the name of the stake pool, because I will have to, at the end, I will have to anyway shut it down. So resign. So yeah, that's what we have to do. Okay, see you soon in the next video.